Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dura IFBB Pro. Today we are going to have a very interesting episode. Ramon, aka Dino, lost in the Arnold Classic, and this is pretty big. This is big stuff. Lost to Wesley, and this is, in my opinion, why he lost. But before we get into that, let's go into the top four. Let's look at each one individually. I haven't seen the videos. I did download them. I'm going to look at them on my phone, and we're going to watch them together. So we are going to start with Breon Ansley, and this is the video. This is by Jill Productions. I think they're the highest quality videos that you can find. So here, let me mute that. All right, here we go. So from the front, looking amazing. And I don't mean looking amazing for his age, because a lot of people say that in the comments. What does that mean? He looks amazing, period. Fresh skin, that black don't crack. Look at that. Look at that lower back. Oof. Yeah, that looks solid. I think he could use a little bit of conditioning a little bit more conditioning. His back is really dry, but you can see there's a little bit of that film in his glutes and hamstrings. Yeah, that's still a crazy shot though. Very good proportions. Nice full muscles. Look at that. Love it. So my first critique is his arms. I think they've gotten smaller, but that does happen with age, right? Well, I gotta say that. But yeah, with age, arms do kind of go in some people. Sometimes it's legs first, but you can see his arms got smaller. But regardless, I think his physique is really, really nice. Unfortunately, I feel for the classic physique, the short guys, they don't do as well as the taller ones. I'm not sure if that's like an actual thing in the criteria, but we always see the taller ones awarded. Okay, so that was his presentation. We are going to move to Miracle Bear. I love this guy's shape. Obviously very young. Like the way he hits that front double bicep is also very unique. Let's go back to that a little. Let's go back to that and pause at the front double bicep. Yeah, look at those calves, man. I love it when calves match the quads. Don't you just love that? It's kind of like that Dragon Ball Z look, Vegeta with his calves matching his thighs. Yeah. You don't see that a lot. It's always like the thighs are always like 10 times bigger. But you see that proportion here. That's rare, honestly. The arms are proportionate to the rest of the body. I wouldn't say they're smaller. They match everything. Maybe he could use, see in the side chest, again, the arms are a little bit smaller, but regardless, a much more improved physique. So, okay, so you see he's a lot drier than Breon. Even though, I was going to say Breon has like a tiny bit drier back, but overall, I think he has a much nicer finish in terms of dryness. Look at those striations and those quads. I think it's a very close call between him and Breon, to be honest. They both have strengths and weaknesses. And it's like, Breon is maybe drier from the back, from the upper back. Miracle Bear is kind of drier waist down. Both of them look the same from the front, but I think Miracle Bear is drier a little bit overall. The shape honestly could go either way, which kind of explains why Miracle Bear placed ahead of Breon. Now, for the top two, we're gonna start with let's start with Wesley. So first of all, he has that height factor. What buzz? Whoosh! That is a crazy V-taper. Look, he has the high lats, which actually help in the V-taper sometimes. It's helping him for sure. His arms, like Arnold style. Fully Arnold style, his arms. And he is German, right? Is he? I think so. somewhere from there. But look at those arms. Those goddamn solid. Everything is solid and full. Dry to the bone. All right, let's continue. I'm getting too excited. Front lat spread. Brilliant. Striations everywhere. Nuts. And this is why I really think Wesley won. We'll get to that in a bit. Let's look from the side. Peeled. Shoulders full. Look at that. Arms in proportion. Hit that Arnold pose. So he's always a little bit weaker from this side. Okay, so from the back. Okay, so pause right here. Yeah, not the best pose from the back. So this is the first time I see this. His arms look amazing. His back has improved a lot. My problem is I think he needs bigger glutes. Like he needs to work on his glutes. His hamstrings, I think they're big. It's just the way he's posing maybe. Like I think he needs to move his legs a little bit backward. That's a good most muscular shot. That is a really good most muscular shot. Very nice. Very Arnoldish. Is it because he's from the Germans? I don't know. But I mean, there is a resemblance. You don't bullshit me. And so Ramon, Ramon has that body that we all want. He has that physique that every guy would want. Just those round bellies, tiny waist, amazing X-frame, crazy arms, forearms too. I got those. I got the crazy forearms. But yeah, look at that. Look at those triceps. Okay, so from the back, he's crazy. Like the glutes. Pause. Okay, so the glutes and the hamstrings. Actually, the hamstrings, they're both kind of the same. Maybe Ramon has a little bit fuller hamstrings. The glutes, though, the glutes are way better. The back, Wesley has a wider back. He has a denser back. So it can go both ways. He has a nicer lower back, though. Genetically, even, I mean. I don't know. Does anyone else notice when he poses, he's always shaking? Like when he poses, he's always like, I don't know. Maybe no one notices that? Okay, so this is my honest opinion. And when we put those pictures of both of them together, the pose for pose, where is it? It's actually just the front and the back. So I only got the pictures of them, each one posting their best pose. And then the back shots. So in the back shot here, this is where I had a problem. Wesley is just posing weird. His legs, they're just placed weird. But you can see when they were alone, I was kind of like, they're kind of similar. It's not like there's a big difference. But then when you put them side to side, look at the difference in size. Wesley has a much bigger back. It's right there. And not only that, but Dino is a step behind. He does that a lot. And even though, regardless of that, Wesley is dwarfing him. But I don't think that's why Wesley won. I think he won because, personally, Dino, I find, Dino has a nicer physique. I would want to look like Dino more than I would want to look like Wesley. But this is classic physique, and at a certain point, you have to set the criteria. And what I think is that Dino has a more bodybuilder-ish look. Like that X-frame is a bodybuilder's look. I feel the classic look should be more of a Y frame. Like a little bit smaller on the legs. Great chest, great back, great arms. But there is kind of just a tiny bit of an imbalance which kind of resembles the classic look. where the legs aren't as prominent. I'm not saying they're not symmetrical. I'm not saying it doesn't go with the flow. No, everything has to go together. But what I'm saying is that they're not as prominent as they are in today's modern bodybuilding, where the quads are just shockingly big. And I feel with Dino, he has that look. He has a bodybuilder's look, and I feel Wesley has a more classic look. That's what I think. That's what I believe. And that's probably why Wesley won. In terms of conditioning, I mean, I saw a lot of the comments and a lot of people were like, well, Ramon was off. I didn't really see that. So I don't know. I didn't see that. But yeah, I mean, those are the top 4. And that's why I think Wesley beat Ramon. And that's going to be very interesting in the Olympia. And there was always like different standards in these shows. Like sometimes they would judge in a certain way at the Arnold Classic, but then at the Mr. Olympia, it's like they go in a different route. Are they going to go with the same criteria? So let's say if both of them showed up exactly the same at the Olympia. I don't think that's going to happen. What I do think is going to happen, I think Wesley's going to be a lot better at the Olympia. But are they still going to go with his look? Because now technically Wesley is the second best classic bodybuilder in the world. So that's going to be very interesting. But what do you guys think? Do you think this was a good call? Personally, for classic, I would say it is a good call. I mean, that Wesley guy looks like, some distant relative of Arnold's, especially in the shape and a lot of other things. Ramon looks like a better bodybuilder, but not a better classic bodybuilder. I don't know if anyone is going to resonate or make sense of that, but that's what I think. And that's today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This is why I think Ramon lost. Please, if you like the video, subscribe. The channel is new, and I finally kind of got the algorithm to steer away. Because I have another Middle Eastern channel that has, over 1 million subscribers, and I'm trying to build this one with the Western community. So please be engaging. Please leave your comments. That would really encourage me to post more videos. And subscribe. And for customized programs or any of my services, you don't have to buy anything. Just go check out the website. The website is in the description box and also in the comments. And don't forget to follow my Instagram. I put on some pretty cool content in there. You can see from the background, I got like a simulator and like all kinds of cool shit. So I put all these cool gadgets on Instagram. So give me a follow and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.